All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for attending our session here today. Okay, I'm Dr. Noor Saidatul. I'm the CEO of Think Plus. So for those who are new with us, I welcome you to know more about our job matching apps. All right. Now, what is job matching apps? This is actually an apps for services that we do because Think Plus is also a recruiter for many industries. So on top of that, we are also helping our candidates or people who are submitting CVs to us to also get a report from us based on their job matching. All right? Based on their job matching.
Tak dengar suara sebab dia macam tengah internet.
Okay, can you all hear me? Sorry. So off and on, I think we have a slight issue with our internet here. Okay, so bear with me for if there's any interruption, okay? Now let me start with our sharing sessions on the profile that I want to share with you, okay? So let's look at the website that you will get, all right? If you go into our Green Skills Talent. Now, why we are setting up this website? Because we ourselves, Think Plus is also a consultant for sustainability and ESG reporting. So we have seen many requests coming to us on how to. Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to change my Wi-Fi just now, right? Okay. Back to where we were saying, let me show to you our website. Yeah, our website. So this sharing of our website is to indicate when you go to the Green Skills Talent, here you will get to see a short description about why we are getting into the green skill movement. Yeah. Because we, as a part of our consultancy, we also look at some of the jobs that are already enhancing themselves in the green skill. But if we look at the job recruitment itself, we can start to look at more jobs coming from which sector. Okay, I will describe that as part and parcel of our assessment. So in these job matching apps, we are more towards bringing the report for people to see what extent their profile is matching with the job description that we have in our library. So in our library, we have more than 156 job description, all right, which is related to green skills, all right. So yeah, green skills are coming more from people who are already in the industry, right? So if you look at the role of HR and the role of candidate, they themselves are looking at serious differences in the job description. Okay. Now, this is where individuals like companies, they cannot rely on just looking at their CVs as a way to prove that they are good or better. So they need to look at where they are matching with the industries. Now, not every industry will have the same job description. Every industry will have a match of different sets of needs, right? So this is where we, as a recruiter ourselves, we see sometimes even for petrochemical, for refinery, even for a certain job description, which looks similar, but their needs are definitely different. So that is why the assessment will always first to look at the shortlisting, the first round of screening, and then the second one is to go for the interview session. Okay. So here we are looking at the role of individuals. That's where when they want to join as an individual, as a user, so they can upload their CV themselves. So we give them opportunity as a paid member to upload as many CV as they have. They may have resume, they may have CV, they may have profile. So may have version 1, version 2, version 3, doesn't matter. So they can upload it and check against our job description and see which one matches well for the job that they are looking for. All right. So having the fit in terms of the matching, we will give a score regarding how far it's matching to their information that they have shared. Okay. Now, this apps is also good for HR. Why? Because HR and recruiters definitely love to get reports in bulk because they are recruiting, right? So for a user, they are just uploading their CV to check which recruiter would want them. But again, as a recruiter or as an HR, they get so many CVs, sometimes they don't have enough time for screeners and they have no idea which one is better also because of the different needs of their departments and so on. So for candidates, you can have the ability to also look who are the recruiters that probably that you like best and you want to support with your supporting document. All right. Some people in those days, they just put in their cover letter, but cover letter doesn't have a score. Well, ours will have a verified scores to indicate that you're matching on a job description of the client or of the HR that has given to you. This could substantiate your hiring, right? So that they will know. Now, we also want to look through where are the jobs that are coming up, right? The green jobs. So you can see in the oil and gas sector, solar, ESG, smart city, government links, sustainability, all these things are rising and in need of a different job skill altogether. So you might want to move from one sector to the other, and you want to also look at some of the areas which is not common. In those days, we haven't heard this kind of names. All right. You have heard very traditional names, just an engineer. But now it has been defined to a very specific name. All right. So therefore, a lot of the job in the past may not match with the title that you hold before. Before you would say you're just a process engineer. Now they're looking for geothermal energy engineer, carbon market analyst. These are not job titles where you can search through any database. It has to be matched against the job description. And then for the high demand oil and gas jobs, it is still very much in need. So you can see where are the areas that are booming up or where skill are already part and parcel of their assessment. So here is where you will see why these sectors are still looking for new people, right? For refinery as well, there are a lot of things that the refinery are also changing their technology, changing their processes. And of course, a lot of it is related towards the new carbon emission, the CCSU and all that. So a lot of the processes may have changed. So again, you need to be competent for the different sets of refineries, right? And then we have the petrochemical. For those who have been in petrochemical, a lot of the reason for people are still hiring for different sets of products, different sets of requests, and of course the community, the population are looking for different sets of industrial, what I call innovative products. So again, the petrochemical company may be transforming in terms of what are the new sets of demands that the consumer are looking at. And then the energy sector, which is very much in support for all the other industries. So they are very much also very high in demand for different sets of sector that has been diversified here in the energy sector, right? So again, a lot of jobs that's coming in. And then the marine sectors, as you can see, marine sectors are also moving very, very fast because it is, transportation is always the best of mode for people. So again, I would say the engineering, marine sectors are also booming up as well. So here, other than all these technical subjects, we have engineering sectors such as IT, the AI, the robotics, all these element of um, new field, all right? People who are already coming in with different sets of innovation, creativity, all right, and innovation, machine learning. All this comes with the new engineering. So again, this all booming up again, and of course, the fastest growing future areas. You can see the decarbonization, ESG reporting, battery recycling, and in the ASEAN countries, within the Malaysia and ASEAN region, where are the booming demand, right? Be it in Singapore, Indonesia, Vietnam, or elsewhere. So again, when you have all these jobs that are booming and you are looking around for a new, how to call, greenfield, looking for a new job, looking for a new space, this is very important where Think Plus comes in to provide you a service, all right? A service where we believe it can help you to make a better decision. It can help HR make a better decision. It can help recruiters make a better decision. So all in all, it helps people to reduce the time of waiting, the time of thinking that, assuming and all that, right? So let's look at our service menu. So to what extent you want to see what are the things that we offer in our service menu? Okay, here we look at the membership, all right? So if you are non-member, you can still go through our website and look through all the job lists that we have as a member, all right, as a non-member. But if you are a paid member where you are given a subscription of 100 ringgit per year as a member, you can upload as many CVs as you want, and you can check against all the other job description that is in the library. So we have more than 156 now, and it will be added more and more and more and more. All right? Because we are said our apps is still new, and we are adding in more, and our clients and our customers are already requesting for more CVs. So we will always use the apps to assist. That's why a lot of members who wants to send to Think Plus, we always request them to say, get your CV be assessed first by your own assessment so that you then understand, are you really qualified for that job? All right. Don't simply send a CV thinking that your CV will hit. This is not a lottery box. All right. A lottery box would think that way by 1,000 times my CV got churned and the chance of it being picked up will be there. No, this is not a lottery box. So again, as a membership, you can either sign up as a single year, a 2-year or 3-year. All right. And what does this membership qualify you? It helps you to get 10 assessment reports per month. Per month, you get 10 assessment report. So per year, you will get 120 reports. But you're not going to get one go. You're going to distribute it based on throughout the years, throughout the months, sorry, for the 12 months. Okay, then if you need to have more than 10 per month for you to assess, that's where you need to do a top up. Yeah, for every 5 assessment that you want to do, there is a top up of 40 ringgit for any additional 5 assessment that you want for each month, other than the 10 free assessment. Now, you may hit a lot of good marks based on your CVs that you have matched with a job description. And then you want to already use that scores to be part of your supporting document, for your resumes. So this is where if you want a certified report of that assessment, this is what we call the signed validated report. The signed validated report is a request with meaning that there will be a letterhead, there will be a signature, there will be an IC name exposed, and there is an expose of your picture. The picture will be put there to indicate this is a verified report. Yeah. But for those who get the 10 free assessment report, you don't need to put your photo there. We don't need your IC and so on. Only for the signed validated report, you will get a signature and all the details, right? So that's for users that want to benefit in terms of your subscription to be a member, all right? Because you want to keep on building your career, you want to assess, and even though the job may not be coming from Think Plus, the job may be coming from other recruiters, and you have a CV matching with their what they call their profile. Yeah, let's say they give you a job description and you want to match it. You can do so by posting that job into our system and edit it into our system, and then we will then scan it for you. All right, we can then do the scanning for you because it's a new job description being added into our system, and you want it run for your CV, for your profile, and to what extent is matching through our system. So we can do that as well. But here, as a corporate, as a recruiter tiers, you want to do a lot of high job posting. That means the number of job postings you want is high. All right, so we can always help you to do and search for the right candidate, yeah, through our matching. And of course, if you want to look at some very specific contacts that that are the type of people that you really need already for you to contact them. So this is all part of a service, right? We have that corporate and recruiter services altogether. Okay, but if you're not a recruiter, you're not a corporate hirer, then you are probably just a candidate. Then there is also the additional elements that you might need from just doing a CV, a job matching. You may want to upgrade your CV, but this again not done by us. It will be done by other people who can help look at your CV and booster your CVs for a different fee altogether, right? This is an add-on. And of course, for those who want to go for an interview session, you want to have a preparation, and you might not feel confident even though your CV hit the high marks. Again, the most important thing is that there is always someone who can help you in answering questions during interviews. And we have seen many, many, many times senior people did not pass through because of the unprepared situation. They always assume seniority counts for every job. No, it doesn't count. All right. So therefore, confidence level comes in, and a lot of their communication skills, a lot of the attitude problem will be measured. So again, for those who wants to get into serious leadership positions, definitely you need yourself to be checked. How good are you in presenting yourself, right? Even though you want to hold a higher position, so that again can be assisted. Same with your credentials. Sometimes people don't know you, whether you are really the competent person for activities which is not known to other people, and you want to say that, yes, I did this CSR for many, many years. I did this innovation for many, many years, but no one recognizes you. So this is where we at Think Plus can verify all your uniqueness, all your credentials, so that we can help you to have a better profile or a better CV. Now, in terms of partners, so partners and affiliate program, for those who wants to use our apps, this is a big unique and a big special. Why? These are more meant for companies who are going through some level of transformation, and sometimes the people, they want to move around, they want to move from one position to another position, but they want to check whether this person is good to match with that job description. That's where you can use these apps for a mean to help out in your transformation. So this is where strategic partners and affiliate programs can use our apps to assist to what extent their people are competent enough to look at probably a new business model, to look at the new project that they are engaging in, or the new partners that they are going to sign off with. So again, a lot of the preparation is coming from the human resource. So you need to then, help out in terms of how you want to assess that. So this is more meant for the people who want to look it at as an internal strength. So again, under this website, you can see what is the about. This is Think Plus. We have been in recruitment business for 26 years. And this is where a lot of the people who come to us, who wants to, who participate in all our recruitment, sometimes they expect a feedback, and sometimes when people don't give feedback to them, they assume they are not lucky enough. The reason is always very transparent. If the matching is not good enough, then we cannot pass to the client. Yeah. But if the matching is good, but they did not prepare for the interview, again, there's a failure on the candidate side for not preparing. All right. So an element of how do you want to provide feedback to your candidates when they have no idea what kind of feedback they want. They only want to see whether it's successful or not successful. But the issue is, it's not about successful or not successful. The issue is whether your profile is really matching with the job description. All right. So that is more important. All right. If it is matching, definitely any recruiter will want to talk to you, will want to hire you, will want to discuss with you in what are the deal that they need to do to close your recruitment. So it's always the substantial evidence that we are trying to show off. So here, let's look at the page on the membership. So on the membership, you will see that if you want to become a registered member, you can sign up the Google form. And then for those who want to become a recruiter or strategic partner, you can sign up. Then that is where the description is there. On the front page, the home page, there's also the FAQ, the frequently asked question. You can always click at the button on the frequently asked question. There's a lot of things that you can get answered through the FAQ. And then when you want to sign in, definitely you want to know what kind of report I will get if I were to sign up, right? So here is a sample report, which I just click in to give a sample to indicate if someone's CV is matching to the job that they are applying. So we may have a CV, but if we want to see whether this person is fit to a certain job, which is already having our job description in our library, so we can look at the perfection. All right. So later on, I will show you how we run the engine, and you will see whether the engine will find a match. All right. So again, here, why this person has even high scores is because you can look at this. He has all the experience as what the job description asks for, right? And then the report will also highlight the strength and the weaknesses to see why, if the HR were to see this, whether the HR will accept still, or the HR will give time, or the HR will ask you to go for the certification, even though they like you, but they say, okay, you better go for this safety training certification, prove it to us, then only we hire you. All this will help you to then start to prepare yourself. Where are your gaps, right? And again, based on your experience, where are your strengths? That is where the evidence comes in, all right? The evidence comes in based on the reporting that you have, all right? A lot of people will always say the referrals are good enough to verify. Yes, referrals are good, but here we're not asking the referral to give a report. We are asking the machine, the engine, to tell you, to share with you what you have written and what we can artificially bring out a certain skill to identify that you match with the job description. So regardless whether you have your certification, whether you have your education, this will give some bonus points, right? So if you feel this score is good enough and you want it to be a document that you want to support with your CVs, that's where you request for the signed PDF. So for the signed PDF document, let's say we have a version here for you to see what will that compose of, right? What does that compose of? So here is where the signed PDF has got a letterhead, which is Think Plus letterhead, and then we will put your credentials, which is your IC, your passport, and your photo to indicate that this person is this person. Because if a machine reporting, they don't give you the photo, they give you the IC. We don't churn that kind of information. But when you have your verified report, you will have a signature to indicate it has been signed off by the owner of the system, and to indicate that you are the right person who is getting this report. So there is a verified version to indicate the report is signed by the owner of the system, to indicate so and so has signed in, all right, and so is the person there. So that's where you can see your 10-month, the 10 assessment report does not have a sign in. It's assessment by the system. But then if you want that verification and you want to have your photo on top of it, that's where you request for the signed PDF report. Okay. Okay, let's look at the engine now, at the back engine, for those who are looking at, so what more do I get to see, all right? So if you are a paid member, you will get to see the dashboard, all right? So the dashboard, you will see, because this is admin back end, you will see the number of CVs that we have loaded up for us to check against our library of jobs. We have 156 jobs, and the assessment that we have run through to look at the scores of all the CVs in terms of the ranking against the job function or the job title. So let's say, for this example, you see we have done some running here, and you can see for this area field operator, the CVs that are matching, you can see the top 10 and the top batch. You can see there's 80% hit here by this person. So we know that if I were to send a CV to my client, I will definitely get the one that is above 60, all right? Above 60 to indicate that they have, all right? So, more so, this will help ourselves, Think Plus, to say which one do we put forward to the recruiter. All right. So if your CVs is being updated, let's say what you sent to me was 2 years ago, but now today you have updated your CV, you can log in as a member and you can then map your new CV with the different job description that we have in our library. So you don't have to wait for any announcement. You can just browse through all our library. As a member, you can go and match it for 10 best assessment. But if you want more, that's where you need to do the top up. All right. And then again, for people who wants to see what are the jobs that are inside. So here is an alphabetical order of the list of the 156 jobs. So you can search for that 156 job and start to look at what are the jobs that you want to do your matching. So you can go to the search lever and you can look at all the jobs that is there, and you can start to match regarding what are the best jobs that you want to match for your first month of 10 free assessment. Okay, 10 free assessment for you. But again, if you want it more, you can just request for more, no issue. Then we just have to do the necessary based on your request. So whatever that you have, all the job description is all there. So you just have to do your request for assessment, and we can do the running of the engine. And then if you want to look at whether we have your CV or not, if a lot of people say, Dr. No, do you have my CV? We can always check, because we have all the list of the people here. So from our search, we can always check who are inside there in our CV. All right. And if we say, if you want to update your CV, by all means, go ahead and update and become a member. Now, all the CVs that is with us right now, we only want to keep the one that is 2 years old. All right. Anything that is more than 2 years ago is considered outdated, because you need to already upskill yourself. You need to already having a different sets of skill under the CPD, right? As an engineer, as a professional, as a competent person, the last 2 years, definitely you have upgrade yourself. Either you attend conference, attend training, get new certificate. So therefore, if your CV is in 2022, then it's considered obsolete already. All right. So it's considered no longer an active CV. That's why one of the function of us doing this app is to make you have the opportunity to update your CV fast, all right, into our system when you are a member of our job matching apps. And then we can always look at from the point of view when we want to do assessment. All right. So here, for people who have the membership, you can request what kind of assessment that you want. But for us, when we are looking at our own group of people, we can always assess based on what are the jobs that we want to assess. For example, let's say I want you go and see some areas, all right, and some jobs, all right, in terms of new job market and a new experience. Let's say I want to know more about chemical process engineer that is in the Gulf countries. So I want to find a candidate that match here. So I just click here based on my database and I run my AI matching services. So again, I will get a result on how I want to look at who are the best batch of people that I should review. Okay, so it's a matter of seconds. It will give you the scores. So give it some time when it's just matching. And again, all right, there you are. We have someone with 75 scores, 65 scores, 50 scores, 40. So definitely, if we want to send someone with a high score, so the 65 and the 75 will go into there. But that necessarily we will go automatically. We'll still need to look at the requirement of the employer. What else do they need that the gaps did not able to fulfill or can pass the gaps, right? So we look at what are been mentioned here. So this is where we need the human factor again to look at what is it that the client wants that it cannot be ignored. All right. So here from the gaps we can see. That's why if we have a job description matching by the client, we can easily match your CV. And if you have a job function that you want to exactly target the client, just bring the job posting to us so that we can unload it, and then we can do the matching of your CV with that job function. So that makes you feel comfortable, and you can then do your report, attach it, and submit to your client how much you match, all right, based on the job description that you have found, all right. And then, of course, this is first 60 that I've just scanned through. I can go to the next batch, you can the same thing, and so on. So again, in terms of the assessment, I can get as many assessment report as I want, all right, because it all depends on what are the type of assessment that we have started to recruit and look at. So here again, as an admin, we'll have all our report. And then, of course, my matches in terms of how we look at requests coming in from different sectors, okay? And whether it's matching the needs of the requirements of the people that is in it. So again, our report is all back to the current situation. Who is fit and who is not fit. All right. So I have kind of covered a lot of the things that I've shared with you. But if you have information or you want more information, you can always look at our FAQ first. From the FAQ, if you think a lot more in the FAQ is still not answered, you can always refer back to us. So I'm going to stop sharing here. So I want to get information coming from all of you so that I can answer you more based on what you have seen and what is it that you're looking for that can help you. Okay. Any questions so far? From Mr. Lalu, from Mr. Hans, all right? Any questions coming from the group? So far, still okay. Okay, all right. So for those who wants to sign up, I have in my chat the the link for you to sign up as a member, okay? And then you can choose from there. And then for those who want to have information regarding how what's next for those who sign up into our membership, of course, it is the database of the people that we store is for us to use also as a recruiter. But in the meantime, also other recruiters may want to use our database to help out their other jobs that they are also looking for candidates. And this is where our mission is to help assist the client so that they get the best of match and they can as I said, when we look at the candidate, we will always contact the candidate to say that your CV matches with this client's request. Would you like to go and you know would you like us to send the CV to the client because they have looked for a match. So, and if we say your CV match with the requirement of the client, are you okay or are you not available or do you want to go or you don't want to go? So in other words, there is an element of we communicating better because of the match that the client has asked for. Any questions so far? Yeah, other than the one that you have chatted. Okay, all right. Okay, so far still okay. Let me give you the link of our, yeah. Later on, my staff shop will probably send you a link also for you who wants to sign up. So in this link, as you can say, for easy usage for everyone here. If you think this is good enough, so I would be more than happy to get your feedback, all right? Because all of you may want to become users, you want to become, you are recruiters, you are HR, you are also a business owner, you want to work with people, and we can always look at the point of view of how we assist your needs, all right? Any suggestions or what you are looking for as a recruiter or as a job seeker or as a strategic partner? Any feedback? Okay, if there's none, so I hope you can go to the website, yeah, at greenskillstalent.com, and you can browse it through here. And as a non-member, you can still browse it through there. So you can always register and browse all the job that we have listed there. So we hope to be of service to all of you. So with that, I thank you and I want to wish you very good evening to all of you and have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Thank you.